for our hot topic of the day, sponsored by Hyundai. Kevin Durant is a Brooklyn Net now, but shed a lot of light on his days in Golden State to our good friend Chris Haynes of Yahoo. He squashed the rumor that his incident on the bench last season with Draymond Green was a factor in him leaving, saying, quote, "I'm tired of talking about that bleep. We're grown men." He added that his now former Warriors teammates actually congratulated him when he went to the Nets. He also said it was not the Warriors' fault that he ruptured his Achilles in the finals, like many people have speculated, since he was coming off a calf strain. KD was asked if he blames the Warriors and said, hell no. How can you blame the Warriors? Hell no. I heard the Warriors pressured me into getting back. Nobody never said a word to me during rehab as I was coming back. It was only me and Director of Sports Medicine and Performance, Rick Celebrini, working out every day. Right when the series started, I targeted Game 5. Hell nah, it just happened. It's basketball. Bleep happens. Nobody was responsible for it. It was just the game. We just need to move on from that bleep because I'm going to be back playing. Shannon, are you buying this?
Not completely. Skippy, let's take the first thing he said first that Jenny read about the Draymond situation and says basketball, they're men. Kevin Durant, you know. Man to man, another man don't call another man the B word, especially we teammates. Now, I don't know. I think he grew up in Maryland, so he knows what that.
Just outside of D.C.
Yeah, Silver Spring Soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
called Seat Pleasant.
Okay. Yeah. Man to man. We don't talk to each other like that.
No.
Now, women, you know, I know women joke with each other, say the B word to each other, like, and don't even pass a beat. But a man to man, and you my teammate, come on, bro. We don't get down like that. We don't. We don't.
Certain lines you can't uncross.
No. I've played 14 years.
Yep.
I've never had a teammate say that to me. So
it's even worse than Draymond in the heat of battle versus LeBron using that word. That's one thing, but this is teammate on the bench.
Right. It's supposed to be brothers.
Yeah.
Skip, the thing is that do I believe the Warriors went to Kevin Durant and said, Kevin, you're gonna play now. You're gonna play in the NBA Finals. But as Iggy explained it to you, how they put pressure on you. You good? Everything gonna look. Hey, I saw you out there today. You looking good, man. Boy, we had you. Hey, this thing. Hey, we can really make this a series, bro. You ever get back, teammates. How you feel today, bro? You all right? How it feel? How soon you gonna be back? You see, Skip, even ownership, Lakem, I think it's Joe Lakem, I think that's his name, Skip. Lakem. He said, oh, Kevin's playing in the series. He could have easily said,
he did.
There's no timetable for Kevin's return. But the mere fact that he kept saying, oh, there's no question he's playing in the series. That's the pressure.
Okay.
See, I think Kevin is looking at it from a point that they didn't directly tell me. It's like, in A Few Good Men, Colonel Jessup, Skip, he didn't directly order it. He didn't say, y'all go, but he ordered it.
Plausible deniability.
Right. He's like, I didn't tell him directly, but it's like, okay, you know, get him into shape.
Yep.
And then I read Skip, he's like, well, when do you know you're going to Brooklyn Nets? June 30th.
June 30th?
Skip.
Oh, wait, so you woke up and thought, wonder what I'm going to do. I think I'll go to the Nets.
Yeah. A decision of this magnitude.
Come on.
You give it such little thought.
That part.
That's why Skip, but it is hard to say, man, Shannon, you don't know what's in a man's head. You don't know what his heart, but it's just hard for me to believe a decision of this magnitude that you give it so little thought of that you just wake up, it's like, okay, that's where I'm going.
Okay.
And it was either there or going back to Golden State. It's just hard for me to believe, Skip. So there's some things that, you know, reading the article, and I thought Chris Haynes did an unbelievable job. And clearly, he has a great rapport with Chris because he opens up with Chris. And he tells, okay, man, you ain't here to just sit and talk. What's up?
What do you want? I'll give you something.
You know what I mean? Say, what's up?
I liked that.
So I just can't completely buy into everything that he's saying.
So you said not completely buying in. I'm completely not buying into everything. And we did reach out to our man, Chris Haynes. We often have him here on Undisputed. He's in Miami at the NABJ convention, as are many of our Fox colleagues.
Right.
So we did try, and I wish you were here because we could go back and forth about what did you feel?
Right.
What
His
was
body
your
language,
gut
yeah.
feeling, when you walked out of this palatial estate way up on top of the Hollywood Hills somewhere up there, right?
Sounded nice.
It sounded
Oh, this is nice up there. You know what we had
I know. That was
shoot.
it.
Yeah.
I could live there.
Yeah, I bet you could.
I wouldn't want the drive in here.
No. I don't know. Hazel wouldn't like that hilltop skip. You can't let her out. She gonna tumble.
She would rule that roost up there. So Kevin says to our man Chris Haynes, I heard the Warriors pressured me into getting back. You heard it? You live on social media.
Thank you.
You just absorb it by the hour. He's had burner accounts, for heaven's sakes, right? You constantly are responding to this Joe Blow and that Jane Blow. I don't know, just whoever. He just fires back at teenagers, right?
Right.
So you heard that?
Right.
Well, it was the topic that raged for the whole finals.
Since the moment you went down in Game 5 against Houston, that was, when is he coming back?
So, obviously, the question was, how much did the Golden State staff, both medical and coaching and executive, how much did they reveal to him about the risk of coming back?
Right.
Was there any damage done to the Achilles? Was there any fraying already? Because I'm just going to educated guess there had to be some slight damage to the Achilles that made it far more vulnerable than it was before the calf injury, right? And as we know, the calf connects down into the Achilles. They're intertwined when they
Two muscles
meld.
in the calf, gastroc and the soleus.
That is correct, and they just blend. They meld right in together. So if one is damaged, the other can be at high risk.
Correct.
And the one you don't want to go is the Achilles, because once it goes, it's the worst injury in sports.
The worst.
Okay, so did he know the risk that he was about to undertake, or was he in the dark? Does he hold that against Golden State? And I wanted to know more about, well, why did you just up and leave the Warriors without any ceremony? You didn't... There was no thank you very much. There was no I'm going to miss you guys. He just up and left.
There was no ad in the paper like most like most guys take out a full paid ad. I think Russ took out one. Kawhi says, well, I don't have social media, so I just want to take the time now to thank Toronto and their staff and the fans for doing it.
And remember, I have no problem with LeBron with the decision. Everybody got so upset. The only thing he misstepped on from a PR standpoint was he should have just thanked the Cleveland fans. Just for all your support, all your loyalty, my home area. I love what you guys did for me. But he was so at odds, if not at war with the owner, that he couldn't swallow that enough to step back and say, wait a second, I got to at least pay my respects to the fans from my home area. That was the only misfire there, but I had no problem with how he did it. But in this case, Kevin said zero to anybody. He just up and left. Did it have anything to do with Draymond? Well, you and I believe with all our hearts and souls it had to have something to do. That was the beginning of the end.
Skip, I believe right now he's saying all the right things. I mean, what was he supposed to, I got all my ex-teammates are just a phone call away. What, you expect them to change their numbers? I mean, how do you expect him to behave? Oh, man, they're so happy for me. They're like, man, I'm glad I broke this thing up and ruined the chance for us to dominate for another couple of years. Because you and I both know, Skip, Kevin Durant doesn't get hurt or he stays in Golden State, we believe they're going to be champ for the foreseeable future. Because they got 3, and it seems everybody else has 2.
That is correct.
So what's he supposed to say? And I think the thing is, Skip, he's just like, look, they didn't pressure me. As you read, I didn't hear anything. You hear everything. I mean, you hear everything. And if you didn't hear it, guess what, Skip? You got homeboys and family members that did hear it, and they bring information back to you. Because a lot of time, like I said, when you play in the game, Skip, you can't get all the information. You're at practice. Now, we didn't have social media, obviously, like they have it now, Skip. But my homeboys would hear things. My sister would hear things and like, well, did you hear this? Did you hear that? Yeah, I got it. I didn't hear that. Oh, really? Okay. But now, with 24-hour news cycle?
They know.
You know how Kevin's built. If anyone from the media dares to walk up and say, Kevin, it's a nice day outside. No, it's a little chilly outside for me. He's always going to take issue with anything the media says. And to me, I think he decided he's just done with Golden State. And so his MO in this interview was, I'm washing my hands of all that. I'm going to clean that slate. I'm going on to the Nets. Now we're back to, why did he choose the Nets? I want to know more. Why didn't he choose the Knicks? Why couldn't he talk Kyrie into saying, let's just both go to the Knicks? Because I told you, I think he missed the biggest boat of his career turning the Knicks around.
Right.
He seemed to defer to Kyrie's wishes. Kyrie wants to go to the Nets. Why? I don't know. Because it's more the team that he grew up loving when they were the Jersey Nets.
Right.
I don't know. So does Kevin just follow Kyrie wherever he goes? Because it felt like Kyrie texted him on the morning of June 30th and said, hey, let's go to the Nets. Okay.
Deal.
Stop it.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Skip. It's hard for me to believe a decision of this magnitude. You spend so little time, so little thought into it, put such little thought into making a decision of this magnitude. It's just hard for me to believe. But Skip, he said the right thing. I think at the end of the day, Kevin really wants to be liked, and sometimes, he feels people misconstrue what he says or how he says it. But when you hop on social media and you attack people that are question that says, well, you ring chased and you hopped on a bandwagon, that rub, and I think deep down he wants to be liked.
Well, the NBA got a great break for next year because the best player on the planet can't play.
Really going to affect things.
It's over for LeBron, right?
Yeah, sorry, Shannon.
Skip, I thought you were making some really good points. I was right. I was like, you know what, Skip? Really?
I'm hot.
Yes,
yeah.
I was like,
on a roll.
No.
You had to end on
because
that.
before that, you had struck out. Yeah. You had taken the golden sombrero.
Oh, we got to go to break,
Yeah.
Shannon. I can't even give you time to respond. I'm sorry. It's just going to have
I
to
think
leave
there's
it on
no response.
on that note. Is Dak Prescott really Brady-esque?
Sure
I've
he
heard
is.
it before from this guy. What about Antonio Cromartie? What does he think? He's going to give us his take next.